Networks, along with several other Cartoon Network titles to save the extra buck.
There's no time to
The show
waste.
Shuffleless,
It's
however,
on our way.
feels like the most
The blue
promising
hero
one
is
that
to these
ended too
panic
soon.
rooms.
Given it was created by some of the talent behind the amazing world of
Gumball.
Gumball, I wouldn't be surprised if
Now,
the show
in
could pull
between
you
the
in with
hallways,
its unique
there's
characters
two
and world of
siphons.
Gumball
Both
tale.
the left and the
However,
right.
the next show accused of copying
Look how
Gumball
I'll
is
see who's in
Harvey
those little
Beaks.
rooms.
The show
Really?
follows a
Drop
reporter
off the
named
hallways
Brody
before
and his
Pac-Man gets
friends.
I watched a little bit of this show. A little bit. I didn't really like it, but I watched it. I tried to watch it. I have no idea what this show is about, but I did try to watch it.
The show follows a reporter named Brody and his friends, as they explore their life in Little Park Row. At first glance, nothing about this show screams to be a copy of Gumball. Both shows take animation styles. They are also both produced by different networks. Until you realize Harvey B and Gumball are similar to Gumball, Darwin,
They're literally the same color. That's definitely Gumball.
B and
That's Darwin. And this is NIE. Y'all cannot tell me that I'm tripping, bro. They're literally the same colors.
also both produced by different networks. Until you realize Harvey B and Bo are similar to Gumball, Darwin, and Animaniacs. At first glance, it might seem like they are totally different groups, but when you dive deeper into them, you can see some similarities between each group. Each trio is made up of young, adventurous characters with unique personalities that balance each other out. Well, not as smart as Anais. They reflects her dumber side, as seen in the episode The Goons. But they also share similar color schemes. Gumball is pink like Harvey, B is pink like Anais, and Bo is orange like Darwin. Speaking of Bo and Bo both grow up with their families and have a similar backstory. And Darwin was slightly richer than the episode The Origins. Was thought of as just a pet fish, but after being separated, the love between Darwin and Gumball kept their spirits in hopes of that he would return. And in return, he did. Despite all the challenges he had to face, he's given opportunities that make him the fish we all know today. Although we still don't know who Darwin's parents are or how he ended up in the Shrinker's fan. And even though Darwin would like to know who his parents are or where he grew up, he's with a new family who love him and treated them just like that. Though they were all separated by their parents and had to survive on their own. Although they did remember their parents, me and Bo looked up to Harvey's parents when their parents weren't there. Harvey is family. A random similarity, but Harvey's family were also animals like the water snake.
Wait.
Definitely reach. As for the environment, Harvey lives in a literal forest, so that makes sense because there are birds, but it's definitely something to look at. So, is Harvey sort of talking about shows have their own big style, tones, and
It just seems like they took inspiration from Gumball. Other shows did. I wouldn't say they're a direct copycat from the first one. That is definitely a copycat. But all the other shows, I wouldn't just say they're direct copycats, but you could definitely tell that they were inspired by Gumball.
Shows have their own unique style, tones, and stories. There are a few similarities between them, but it doesn't seem like they're straight up Gumball. And more like taking inspiration, which makes total sense. Since both shows were created by C.H. Greenblatt, what really sets apart Harvey Beaks is how deep the show can actually get. Harvey Beaks isn't afraid to tackle deeper themes, like family and even death. Topics that are surprisingly heavy for kids mostly. Same Level doesn't also have as much as they have many episodes that can get quite story-driven. But compared to other shows running on Nickelodeon, Harvey Beaks was definitely moments like this in the show, making it unique and interesting. Soccer show loved for World too. That's more accurate. The show was arguably canceled after 2 seasons, possibly because it never reached the same popularity as other Nickelodeon shows that were on at the time.
The only show on Nickelodeon that's new that I think is good is Craig of the Creek. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I've seen enough to be like, hey, this show has potential.
Because it never reached the same popularity as other Nickelodeon shows that were on at the time, like SpongeBob or The Fairly Odd Parents. The show then was eventually pushed to Nicktoons, where it seemed to be left to die. Once you made it all the way to the end of the video, you should subscribe. And if you don't want to, that's okay. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to help us create more content like this, it really helps us out.
W video, man. W video. Y'all let me know in the comments below how